new week, new vlog week. Like I said, last week was a bit different because I didn't really vlog much. I was mostly just discussing my books. But this week we'll see. But I am all dressed. You see my son in the back. But I am all dressed, ready to, well, I'm not fully ready to go. But today's supposed to be a beautiful day in New York City. So I am so happy for that. And it's officially daylight savings time. So more sun. So we're happy for that. But let me show you my outfit for today. So we're in this vest with a little white tee and a cute skirt. And then I'm going to wear my Reeboks. And probably going to wear my jean jacket. I think that's gonna be my fit for the day, and I'll see you when I'm on my way to school because my first class we're actually meeting at the Met. I think I should send an email because I was about to go all the way to school. People on my phone. It is another day. It is Wednesday and even Thursday. But anyway, see how fuzzy this part looks. Oh, all the sirens when I gotta, as soon as I start recording. But anyways, I know you haven't seen my face in a while. I was supposed to show you my outfit and stuff from yesterday. Completely forgot. So we're just gonna show my outfit for today. When I tell y'all that I don't really have foundation on, this is a skin tint, the NYX one that I showed y'all. And just some like dusting of powder. Like, it was so simplistic, this makeup. But I'm about to be super late for class because my alarm, once again, but I can't miss it today because I already missed it last week. So I was like, can't miss this class again. And I missed the class from yesterday. Ooh. Yikes. But not too much on me because it happens. Look how nice the sunlight is. But not too much on me because sometimes, you know, you're just not in the mood to go to a class. It happens. And as long as it's not consistent, you good. But let me show you my outfit and stop trying. So I'm wearing this top, my cheetah or leopard print pants. I'm gonna wear my red cowboy boots and my long black leather trench that is ripping at the collar. So I'm gonna either have to get that fixed or get a new one. But I hope you will enjoy this beautiful Wednesday. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Stone, which I'm about to explain to y'all what's going down, because that right there, oh my god, guess what I got from the library? Ooh. Look how thick this book is. This is definitely thicker than Legendborn. I think I read Legendborn on my Kindle. I don't think I read it physically. I think I read it on my Kindle because at the time it was on Kindle Unlimited. It's not anymore. But I'm excited to read this. I still don't care for Sal. I don't know. He was doing too much with my girl Bree, and I just, like, I get it, but it was just like, people were shipping her with him, and I'm just like, no, I'm a Nick and Bree shipper to the DIE. So I don't hear that. I don't hear that. I don't care. Anyway, anyways, let's get back to Hungerstone. This book, crazy. I am on page 146 of like 307 or something like that. So I'm like a good chunk of it through. I feel so bad for the female lead in this book, whose name is Lorraine, whatever. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. I feel so bad for her because it's just like Carmela is like shaking her up and like making her see like, is this really the life you want? Is this really what you want to do? Cater to a husband who doesn't care for you, which his name is Henry. And, you know, just doing this. And Lorraine's like, this is what I have to do. Like, there's nothing I really can do. Like, what do you want from me? And Carmela's like, girl, wake up. And then Carmela puts in her head, like, do you think Henry and Cora, who's supposed to be Lorraine's friend? And at first, Lorraine's like, there's just no way Henry would do that to me. Like, Henry would never cheat on me. Da, 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 da. But then every time, Kawinky Dinky, everywhere Henry is, Cora's at. Oh, why is you here? And why are you always with my man? And so then, you know, Lorraine doesn't want to put in her head to believe that like her husband is cheating on her. But like the signs keep showing otherwise. And so she's just like, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to look away from it. And then like, other parts that I've read were how, so Lorraine wants Carmela to leave so bad. Like how she discovered Carmela was that it was a carriage accident when she was on her way with her husband to the countryside that they're at now, because her husband wants to host a shooting, like hunting type of gathering. So the best place to do it is the countryside because they used to live in the city. So in the midst of going to the city on, you know, carriage, and it was raining really, really hard, you know, they pick up Carmela. Now she's living with them until she recovers. But Henry wants her gone real bad because he feels like she's disturbing the peace. And she, you know, she's going to mess up everything he's trying to do for the shooting, hunting thing. And Lorraine's like, I'm trying to get her to go. But the doctor keeps saying that she has a heart issue. And so she has to stay. And so Lorraine's conflicted about like she wants to keep her, but then she wants her to go. And like, Henry, Carmela trying to steal your girl right under your nose, loser. And you might be a cheater. So we don't know if you're a cheater, but the evidence is looking otherwise, very much giving cheater. And the case ain't looking so good for you, brother. And what else? I had such a good monologue about this book last night, and now my brain is going. You see what I'm talking about? And then there's this thing going on. Oh my God. Then there was one part that really gagged me in not a good way. Was like her maid. I think her name is Maria. No, Holly or Molly. Holly or Molly was eating Carmela's hair. When I say I was so disgusted, I have a minor hair phobia. So hearing that lady eating that lady hair really had me like, ugh. Because it was another part, it was a little girl that ate a bird. Flesh, feathers, and all. Which is, just eat it up. Eat it up, eat it up. And so I feel like Carmela is like hypnotizing these people to do these things. But then when the hypnosis is like broken, then they just don't remember anything that they've done. And they're just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I don't know what happens to me. So that's one of the reasons Lorraine wants Carmela to go, because she's like keep doing stuff to these people and she's not understanding what. Then Lorraine keeps having this insatiable hunger. She keeps eating these things called pasteles or something like that, or pastillas or something like that. They're like this gummy, sugary medicine gummy, and she just eats them up. No. Carmela hates them. She hates that she eats them. She's like, mind your business, Carmela. I'm going to keep eating them. And then this thing happened at Henry's job because he invited Lorraine to come because he's like, I want you to meet these new people that I'm possibly going to invest money into my business. And she's like, cool. You know, he let me down, so I'm going to go with him, be a supportive wifey. She goes, a person gets hurt on the job. She's asking her husband, like, you know, what are you going to do about the person that gets hurt? He's like, I'm just going to compensate him. And she's like, but, like, is he going to die? He gets mad at her. He's like, people die on the job all the time. They know the risk, da-da-da. Like, very dismissive about it. And she's just like, that's weird. So she brings up what the journalist told her on their way to the countryside at the train station. Like, oh, did you hear about your husband, you know, cutting corners of the safety of his workers? So when she brings that up, the man goes off. She like jump scares because she's like, oh my God, I'm just figuring out that I'm scared of my husband. Like his anger really came out. Like he was about to hit her. He didn't, but that was the energy that he gave. And he was like, don't be asking me that again. He dismisses her. And when she's about to leave and waiting for him, Cora comes waltzing her happy to her husband's job. Obviously, Cora didn't know that Lorraine was in the carriage or even seen her. And when Lorraine saw that, she's like, oh my God, is something really going on between them? Because it's like the second time that they're in a cahoots with each other. The first time was when they was at the hotel together. First, he picks her up randomly. He brings her to the house. And she's like, how'd you stumble upon her? Then the second red flag was him, like I said, at the hotel together. And she's just like, and now this is the third time. Like, oh, okay. 3 times the motherfucking charm that you two are just happen to be cahoots in the same place as each other. So she left them in the dust. She took the carriage and she just went on home. She was like, I'm not waiting for them they can go to hell. And I was like, period, Lorraine, stand your ground, bitch. Stand your on the ground. Her husband comes home and he's like, I had to hail like a carriage cab. He didn't say cab. Did he say cab? Maybe he did. And she's like, oh, I had to leave because I was feeling a little I'm sick. And so basically, oh, and then she discovered a diamond necklace in his office. So she's thinking, oh, he's gonna give me that for our 10-year anniversary. He don't give her that. He give her some like steel chain or something like that. And she's just like, what the is this? This is not what I thought she was gonna give me. But obviously he don't know that she discovered the necklace. And so she's just like, like just smiling, nodding, knowing that that's not what she wanted. And so, like I said, he comes back home. When he comes back home, she's like, he basically comes in the bed. They haven't slept together in like a year. So he comes in the bed and he tries to do stuff with her. She's not really feeling it. And he was in bed. And she was not feeling it, girl. She was not feeling it. And she just, in her head, she was like, he's pacifying me. Like, he gave me that necklace. He's giving me this affection to sit and pacify me because he know he wrong for the way he reacted back at the factory because he's a steel factory owner. And so she's pissed about that. But, you know, she keeps that in her head because, you know, it's the 1800s. She can't stand with her man the way she wants to because, you know, oppression of the woman of the time. Oppression. So there's that. She has a very traumatic backstory. She saw her parents die in front of her in a carriage accident when she was young. Her aunt, I don't believe the lady who took her in was her real aunt. I just think it was a woman who just wanted to just randomly get a child and do weird, not weird things, but like treat her like garbage. And basically she would make like Lorraine hide her emotions and basically like, don't be so emotional, like boo, like that's not good. I don't want to see that. I don't want no parts of that. So Lorraine is basically, that's just how she is in her adult, you know, years. And she wants to show, you know, her emotions. She has these feelings that she has about certain situations, but she just keeps it to herself. And so Carmela is basically like, it's okay to express your emotions. It's okay to express how you feel. And Lorraine's like, no, that's selfish to sit here and burden people with how you feel. And she's like, so everybody has to, Carmela's like, everybody's supposed to run to you about how they feel and not let you express your feelings. Isn't that selfish? Like girl, that don't make no kind of sense. Girl, that don't make no kind of sense. So there's that. Like, that's what I'm up to right now. That's how far I've got in. Her husband's crappy. Cora and Henry looking real shady boots. I'm not saying he did it or not, but he looking real suspect. So I will come back when I'm finished with the book to tell you my thoughts. I hope you guys liked my reviews of these books, even though golly gee, when I'm not recording, I'm really good to explain these books, but once I put myself in front of the camera, everything just goes out of my head. What is that about? But that's here nor there. See ya another day. And yeah. Hi, people on my phone. I am back recording another day. And you're going to see me get ready to go outside because it's really nice on this Friday. Dang, lip balm squeeze. Moisturizer already on. You see that glow. And all right, so you could better lay and lip balm. So let's do this makeup. So I already discussed the book yesterday that I am currently reading, but let me talk about the books that I just finished. So the books I just recently finished are Sing Me to Sleep. If you follow me on Goodreads, you would know that. Link to that be in the description box. My Goodreads. And my other one. I forgot what it's called. Dang it. I got the name of it. Storygraph. So follow me though. They're in my description. But like I said, I have 13 out of 72 books that I've read so far this year. So yeah. So let's go into the books. So the first book, which one did I finish with? I think I finished Sing Me to Sleep first. Wonderful book. I think I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. It was just so good. The way the plot twist of who's blackmailing her gagged me, y'all. When I say it gagged me because I did not expect that. Like, the author didn't even but once you put the pieces together, it starts making sense. Like, even when the female lead, Sorcy, started putting it together, she was just like, oh, that makes perfect sense. But it was such an ultimate betrayal, like, so ultimate betrayal. And wow. But she's garnered new allies in the midst of all that betrayal. Hayes, love her down boots. Like, when I say this man, literally, he's just so infatuated with her. Like, he don't even know she's a siren, nothing of the sorts. And he's just so utterly infatuated with her. And he's just like, he just cares about her so much. He just always wants to be in her presence and be there for her. Like, when I showed y'all that, he held her and he, cuddled her after she was, basically kidnapped. Well, she wasn't basically, she was kidnapped because she was set up, and he just, held her and just was there for her. And it don't matter how much she pushes him away, he's always like, nope, I'm here for you. I got you. Like, we're in this together. And, you know, in the midst of people trying to kill him, she's just really like, I really want to protect this man. Like, she don't not want to admit her feelings for him at all. So she's in denial about it. But once something happens towards the end of the book, will not tell y'all because I want you to read it. I don't want to spoil it. She's just like, dang. And so I just recommend it. Like, oh my god, I felt so bad when like her little sister got mad at her because she was just so overbearing with her, and her sister's like, I'm my own person, like I have to figure things out on my own. You end up figuring out what the secret is of the little sister and why like she does not want her identity to be known so bad, which is like, girl, I get, but it's like you can't sit here and shun her out of being a person, you know, being her own individual person, just because you're scared she's gonna get discovered. It's just like, because it still, you know, it still was used against you. And so, you know, they tried to kill Hayes, wasn't successful. But now they're trying to break the connection that Hayes has with, like, it's a barrier that was formed between the king, Hayes' dad, and the queen, Hayes' mother, and they're all bounded together by this witch put them to bound them to the barrier to keep it up so that no other creatures on the other side could get in, and basically the Fae people, who are like the main leaders of this world, can stay in power. But obviously people are tired of them being in power because basically they're oppressing them, so they want to take them down. And you know, obviously our girl Sorcy is like, there has to be another way. Like, we don't have to kill Hayes to get to, you know, be all for one and one for all. But the resistance are not hearing that. They're like, no, he has to go. And Sorcy's like, no, I'm gonna protect him. I don't really care about the royal family other than him. Like, they all could die, but him, he is gonna stay protected. So obviously she protects him. She succeeds in that. He becomes king in the end of the book. And so he basically wants to change society the way it is. He wants that barrier to fall, but he's scared of like the people that's on the other side, because they're like, there's a whole army on the other side that's ready to take down this entire kingdom and kill all that's gonna be in the way. And Sorcy and, you know, Hayes are like, okay, we want the barrier to come down, but we have to know how many people on the other side before we do that, because we don't want people to die. We want to be able to make a new world to coexist. So he basically makes her go on like a mission to go to, that's the end of the book. He makes her go on a mission to go see like how many people is on the other side, So that's how the book ends, basically leading up to the second book, which I'm excited to read. But I have a couple other books that I'm currently have from the library that I have to read first before I go put that one on hold and get that one from the library. So that will sing me to sleep. Now we're gonna talk about my second book I finished, which was Spring Awakening. Loved the book. Zach and Melly were just such cute people. They were just so freakishly cute. They were like a slow burn, because they would do these coupley things with each other but not be together. They would cuddle on each other on the couch, hold each other so intimately and so coupley, but weren't together. They would never confess their feelings towards each other. They would basically do I want to tell them? No, I don't want to mess this up. What if that person doesn't feel that way? But then things would happen. They're like, do they feel like this with me? Like, I don't know. And then they just wouldn't say anything to each other. And I'm just like, oh my God, you two. If you don't tell each other how you feel, no, nobody want to say anything to each other. I'm just sitting here like, y'all playing with me. Y'all playing with me. Just tell each other how you feel. Nope, nobody want to tell each other how they feel. And I'm just sitting here like, you're sitting here as a reader like, I know how each of you feel, but nobody wants to say anything to each other. So I'm just like, well, just gonna have to let them do that on their own, because clearly they don't want to tell each other how they feel. It's not a lot of spice in this book. Like, it's literally towards the like dead smack the end. Like, it's such a small part of it. Like, it's not even like a focal point. Do they have like fantasies of one another? Yeah, because they are crushing on one another. So like, fantasies are gonna happen, but they never enact on it because they don't, like I said, they don't know that each other likes each other, so they don't act upon these feelings. And you know, he doesn't want to, you know, do anything with her because she has told him that like, I don't do things with people unless I'm in a relationship with them. And so he wants to respect that for her. And then she doesn't want to like sleep with him or do anything with him because she doesn't want him to feel like how other people use him, basically like just sleeping with him and just going out the way. And so there's that. And then at one point they talked about like kids, and he's like, I don't want no kids. And then the more he started crushing on her, the more he started changing his mind about not wanting kids. He's like, wait, maybe if I do want kids, but I want kids with her. Like, I want to spend my life with her. I want to get married to her. Like, literally fantasizing about all this, but nobody's confessed their feelings towards each other. Still, nobody's confessed their feelings towards each other. I can't talk when I'm doing blush on my cheekbones. I mean, bronzer. Anyway, and so they're having these like fantasies of wanting to spend the whole life together and get married and have kids, but nobody's confessed their feelings to each other. People. But eventually they do confess to each other, and you know, all that good stuff. As a reader, you're happy, you're like, rejoice on this good day. They finally confess, and then a bombshell happens. Zach sadly has signed a very bad contract when he was literally a minor. It's very airtight, so he can't fight against it. So he has to basically, wherever the person that he signed with tells him that he has to up and leave to another team, he has to do it. No explanation, because it's by contract. He can't buy himself out because it's like millions of dollars he don't have. So he's just so pissed because he gets a call from the guy who did it, like, you need to come up here and we need to talk. No, it was his brother, Devon, which I hate. Like, my best friend name is Devon, and I literally hate a character named Devon. I'm like, Arthur, why would you do this to me? Make me hate a character named Devon. My best friend name is Devon. But anyways, Devon, his brother, basically calls him and he's like, bro, I need you to come here. I need your help. Da, da, da. So it's a good younger brother, because FYI, Zach is younger than Devon. But Devon can't get it together for the life of him. And so Zach goes thinking, oh, I gotta help my brother out. He goes, it was a trap. His person that he signed a contract is there, like, I have some news for you, Zach. You have to leave to another team because you're gonna go to a Premier League team. I guess that's like really high for rugby playing. I don't know. I don't watch rugby. So he's like, and the place that you have to go for this team is is all the way in Scotland. So Zach is like, are you serious right now? Like, I don't want to go to Scotland. Like, I'm starting to get comfortable with this team. I'm starting to like this team, even though like him and the teammates really wouldn't talk like that because Zach did an interview that rubbed them the wrong way. So they don't really mess with him like that. So, but now they're like starting to, you know, open up towards each other. And so he's like, and then top of that, he, you know, him and Melly just confessed their feelings towards each other. And now he's like pissed because like, I don't want to leave her. Like, you know, I have this person in my life that makes me tremendously happy. I don't want to leave my mom here by herself because he knows that Devon's not going to take care of his mom the way he needs to, because he's the one that really sold their mom's washing machine. Like, what kind of crackheadness is that? Selling your mom's washing machine? What kind of crackheadness is that? So he's already like, and then his brother like lightly slips up that he gets paid for every time Zach leaves one of the team, he gets cut of that. So Zach never knew that the Devon gets that. So he's pissed, like, you're getting cut from basically me being manipulated. Like, that's so messed up. So he's like, bro, you're dead to me. Like, don't ever speak to me again. Like, I want absolutely nothing to do with you. Like, I try to keep a relationship with you because you're my brother, but like, clearly you can't be trusted. You know, you're just not a good individual. You're always about yourself. You're extremely selfish. And yeah. So now he's like, what am I going to do? Like, I have to tell my teammates that I'm leaving to a whole nother team. They don't know that he's in this bad contract. So they're just going to think, oh, he just thinks he's hot and he can just leave to a now Premier League team. Even that's something he's always wanted. But now he's like in a happy place. He's like, I don't really care about that anymore. You know? And so he's like, how am I going to tell Melly that I'm doing this? Because she's told him that she's not really big on, you know, long distance relationships. So he's like, I don't want to do that to her. I don't want to force her into this relationship with me and then make leave and stuff like that. I don't want to do that to her. That's not fair to her. So he's like, how am I going to tell her? So he basically was trying to like act like he doesn't care about her when he got home. She saw right through it. And so he confesses to her like everything, and she's like, okay. And then time goes on, and come to find out, she's made a whole. So one of the teammates was like, bro, are you gonna ask, you know, Melly to like go live with you in Scotland? He's like, nah, I don't want to do that to her. I don't want to put her where she has to feel like she's obligated or has to go live with me somewhere else. And he's like, well, did you ask her? And he's like, nah, I didn't ask her. He's like, well, bro, you can't assume if you don't ask. Come to find out, he finally tells her, and she's like had a whole spreadsheet plan of what she was gonna do to go be with her man. Like, she literally had a whole plan. Oh, looks really good. I haven't said my face yet though. Come to find out, like I said, she has a whole spreadsheet of everything, how they're gonna make to see each other. To see each other on holidays, or, you know, her days off that she could do to go out there and see him. She's like, I'm gonna get my license and get a car because I don't trust public transportation and not make sure I don't get stuck trying to get back home. She had a whole plan, people, and he's sitting here jaw dropped, Godsmack, like, whoa. I was so scared to tell her, but she's like, no, like, you really make me happy and you deserve this happiness. Like, everybody's always take from you and, you know, wanting you to give to them, but who's ever done it for you? And I want to be that person to be there for you and everything. And he's just like, oh my God, like, this woman is literally everything. Like, she is literally just everything. And so, yeah. So he's just like, that he knows, like I said, he can't buy himself out because it's like millions of dollars that he does not have. And so she is basically, you know, I told y'all she's a PR person for his team. So she just got them a very good deal with this like very big, prestigious like sports group or something like that. I don't know if I'm explaining that well. And so she's like, okay, hopefully the money comes through on time that we can like buy you out. But they're not 100% sure, so they're not 100% relying on that idea. So that's why they're just like sticking to this plan of like, if that doesn't come through, we're just gonna have to make it work. And that's that on that. I don't want to tell y'all more because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. I want y'all to read it, but they're just such a cute couple. Like, they are just so cute. And I'm just like, every time I read of things that Zach does for Melly, like he bought a cat harness to wrap around his waist so that they could take the cat Buffy outside for a walk, because they like to go on walks by this like river that's close to her house, that's like they walk together to go to work. And he's like, he wants to take the cat out for a walk, but you know, being safe. So he buys that cat harness and she didn't even know. And I'm just like, that's freaking cute. Like, oh my god, they're just so cute. Like, they just would just cuddle on each other, and the way they would just hold each other, and they're not even together yet. That's what really gags me, y'all. That's what really gags me. They're not even together yet doing this. I'm just like, I be reading about them and I be like, I don't really care for romance myself, but damn, maybe I need that, because y'all are so damn cute. Like, this, now this is romance. Now this is romance. So I 5-starred that book. I 10. I think that's my first 5-star of the year. So shout out to that Arthur for giving my first 5-star of the year, because she did her big one. I think that's her debut novel, but she is coming out with a second book, which I feel I know who the second couple is going to be, because you get introduced to them in this book. They're not a couple in this book, but one of the characters feeling the other character, but the other character is currently in a relationship that I think is, trigger warning, abusive, and a lot of other people think it is too. So that's that on that. I hope y'all enjoyed my commentary of these 2 books. I tend to recommend, like I said, for y'all to read these books. Follow me on Goodreads and Storygraph. Like, come on, y'all. Add me. Y'all readers. I'm readers. Add me on it. It's in my description. Wait, did I just put that lip liner back? Yeah. This combo of Cold Brew by NYX and this lip gloss, well, I need to buy another one because it's like I'm scraping for some. Nymphant by MAC. Like, get into it. My hair is sleek back, so I'm keeping the scarf on. So like, I'm literally getting ready to leave because I was here laid. But yeah, this is my makeup. Very nice, very nice. It's literally a mixture of drugstore and high end. High end is like literally just Fenty, like nothing else crazy. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed my reviews of these books. What are your current reads right now? How far in your reading goal are you in? What books have you finished? Have you gotten a 5-star? Like, let me know these things in the comments, y'all. Come on now. And I'll see you on the flip side. I don't think this is the end of my vlog, but if it is, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. Oh, and click the bell notification so you can know every time I post, because I do weekly posts and I want you to know when I post. And also follow all my socials, which are in the descriptions down below as well. And I will see ya next week for more weekly vlogs with your girl, me.